If you love blueberry pie, then you should try this recipe. It's a blueberry crumble pie. So it's blueberry pie with that crunchy crumble on top. It's way better than a 2-crust pie. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Hey everyone, it's Dorothy with crazyforcrust.com and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am showing you how to make a blueberry crumble pie. So it's like a basic blueberry pie, except it has a crumble topping. And I have my favorite crumble topping that's a super popular recipe, which I will link up here. And we're gonna use kind of that recipe, but we're gonna mix it up a little bit. For more delicious desserts and easy recipes, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get in the kitchen. Start your crumble topping with 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter and 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. I'm using a pastry cutter to cut that butter into the sugar. Then you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, cut that in, and add 1 cup of sliced almonds. Another really important tip when you're making any fruit pie is that don't make the filling until right before you're putting it into the pie crust before you bake it. So have everything else ready. Make the crumble, make the crust, and then assemble the filling. Make sure your oven's ready for you. Because as soon as you mix that sugar with that fruit, it's gonna start breaking it down and getting it more liquidy. And so the liquidier it is when it goes into the oven, the more liquidy it's gonna be when it comes out. So you wanna make sure and just mix the filling, put it in the shell, put the crumble on top, and then bake it immediately. For the filling, use 5 cups of blueberries, and to that add 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. You can make the filling with fresh or frozen blueberries. If you're using frozen blueberries, make sure to thaw them and drain them really well. Because a lot of complaints, people will say the pie is too liquidy or there's a soggy bottom. That happens when there's too much liquid in the pie. And so the way the recipe is written with the perfect amount of sugar and berries and cornstarch and all of that, you wanna make sure there's not any extra liquid. And so make sure if you're using frozen berries that they are drained really well before you put them in the pie. For the pie crust, you can use my all butter pie crust, which I will link up here, or you can just use a frozen one or one from a refrigerated pack of 2 at the store. Either way, it doesn't matter. Use your favorite. Now, when you're making pie like this, that's gonna bake for a while, I always like to cover the outside of the pie with a pie shield, or you can use strips of foil, just to make sure that that outer crust doesn't get too brown. Once you bring the pie out of the oven, it's still gonna look a little wet, but don't worry, it will firm up as it cools. And there you have it, crumble topping on a blueberry pie. This is a great new twist on pie. If you haven't tried crumble topping on a fruit pie yet, you really should. Leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite kind of fruit pie is, and keep watching for even more pie recipes.